What's up, y'all? Welcome to Counterpoint. I really want to send a message. I would call it a piece of advice, something to consider to the Caucasian community. Don't worry, I'm not gonna be too hard on you. I just want to send out a little message because I seen two or three reels, videos on Facebook where some young black men, I would say around the age maybe 35 or so, 30, was talking, talking that talk and saying, y'all trying to start a race war, and we talking about the black folks, we're ready for you, and y'all think we scared and we not, and we got they're in the background, they got little firepower and little crew with them, and they got their arsenal with them, 10, 15 guys, and they holding their little weapons or whatnot. And then I went to the comments, and I mean the comment section was full. Caucasian people, just little racists came out of them, and they talking about, all we need. Caucasian people talking, all we need is a tree and a robe. And y'all not ready, this and that. So when I seen all of those comments, I said, let me try to keep the peace here. Sometimes things can get out of hand. And I want to say to the Caucasian community, there's something that you have to understand about the black community. And if you never play sports with us, then you're not going to understand what I'm about to say. We like to talk a lot of trash. If you was to pull up right now in your city and downtown or wherever the hoops is at outside, not so much inside because they got to follow a little different rules, but if you pull up a bunch of black guys, about 15 black guys outside playing ball, you're a white guy, whatever, and you say, or you're a white woman, you say, I just want to watch. A black guy say, I like to play, a little pickup ball, what we doing, 21, 3-on-3, 5-on-5, whatever. You're going to quickly find out that we don't really mean no harm. We just like to talk trash. So I'll give you an example. If you're a white guy, you're going to come out there and you start playing. The guy that you have to guard, the black guy that you have to guard, when he gets the ball, he's going to immediately start talking trash to you. He's going to start talking trash to your whole team. You're gonna be standing in front of him, trying to steal the ball or whatever. He gonna be going between the legs, around the back, just talking. I don't know why y'all got this white boy on me. Y'all know he can't guard me. This little, and we're gonna start naming, all the white people name we know. This little Andy Griffin looking, Tommy Lee Jones, this little Brad Pitt, David Banner, not the hip hop David Banner, Incredible Hulk, boring David Banner. This little David Banner, this little, and we just gonna start, I'm saying, this little Milky Way, this little, and I can't believe I'm gonna score half the points because this white boy, and that's just what we do. We don't mean no harm. We don't mean no harm. That's just what we do. We're gonna talk trash, try to knock you off your game. And then you're like, man, he really giving it to you. Next, he done went up for a jump and then shot it, done ran around you. We got to realize we talk trash. That's what we do. We're gonna talk trash. That's what we do. Remember that when you see those reels. Don't invest too much in it. Don't invest too much in it. We just talking trash. I'm telling you, we just talking trash. Because what it takes to really have a civil war, I know that probably neither side is prepared for, because it takes more than just arsenal. And I particularly know that our side is not ready for that type of action. We never really fooled with the Boy Scouts too much. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the entire Boy Scout, when it was large, I think now it's Scouts of America, but the whole thing, back when it had millions, 4 or 5 million, less than 5% was African American. We never really fooled with that. And now we don't even promote our kids to go into the military because they're back on that. It's the white man's military, but non-patriotic. And in reality, the boys just don't want to be held accountable and don't want to be a true GI. They don't want nobody telling them what to do, but they're going to come up with other reasons why they don't want to go to the military. Trust me, I talk to them all the time, in these small towns that I go through for work. I talk to the young boys, seem like they ain't got nothing going on. Man, go into the military. I tell them, nah, man, well, why not? They don't have an answer. Because somebody in their family done went to it and it didn't work for them, and they got bitter about it and then spread it down. But anyway, so because we didn't fool with the Boy Scouts and because we didn't fool with the military, I know that the majority of African American young men around 30, 35 don't know how to start a fire without matches or lighter or lighter fluid or charcoal. You don't know how to survive to start a fire. I know that. For the most part, I know that. I know some do, but I know most part they don't. I know they don't have basic, again, because you didn't do Boy Scouts, you didn't do military, you probably wasn't a nurse. They don't have basic first aid. What to do if you're running away to try to get to the next position. And you run past some thorns and two people rake their leg wide open, bleeding. We do. Like we don't have. We don't know. We don't have that. I know we don't know what to do with water to purify it, to make it clean so that we can drink it. I know that. I know that we're not big on hunting. For the most part, we probably think you just walk up to a deer with your 9mm, hold it to the side, and plow, cook it and feed everybody. That's probably what we think. I know we don't. We didn't grow up processing meat, smoking it out, preserving it, so that when the next time you ate it, it was still good to eat because it could be hot outside and the meat will rot. We don't do that. I know that we don't because we didn't do military, so we don't understand security, having a rotation through the night for the enemy coming. We didn't remember we against the military, so little we did was little Call of Duty, on the PlayStation or Xbox or something. We're not. We're just talking. That's what I'm trying to say. We're just talking. We're not. If the communication went out, how would we communicate to the next one, to the next one, to the next one? How would we get supplies? How would we cook our food? How would we get rid of our waste? Because probably think we just take a dump and cover it up with leaves. You don't realize that the buzzards is going to show up because it came out your intestines. And I think it's something dead, which it is, and that gives away your position. So we don't even know what to do with our waste. We don't even know what to do with our hygiene to make sure we don't get disease while we're on the run. So what I'm saying to the white people, and probably most of you guys may or may not, but y'all will have a better chance at it because there's probably more country Caucasian boys in America than there was black boys. And ones that's doing the talking, I'm sure, was city boys, and they think because they got 100 round drum and some extendos that they ready to go to war. And I'm just saying to the Caucasian community, we just talking. That's what we do. We just jaw jacking. We just wolf taking. We talking trash. We talking shat. SHAT. That's all we doing. We just talking. We just talking. Fishing, we don't know the first thing. If the worm ain't right there, most ain't digging for no worms. We're not digging, we're not doing that. We're gonna put bread on the end of the line. We're gonna throw it out there, the bread break apart, we're gonna add another piece of bread, maybe some bologna, some ham. That's what we're gonna do for the most part. For the most part. We ain't doing no hunting like that. You don't see too many black males with the orange gear on in hunting season going hunting. Now there are some that do it. Don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with it. It's a sport. But you don't see the ones that's on these videos talking, they're not doing no hunting. So again, dressing the meat, preserving the meat, smoking the meat, knowing which meat to keep, which one not to keep, knowing which plant to eat, which one not to eat. All of that, we don't have a clue for the most part. So we just talking. Maybe y'all don't have a clue either, but I'm just speaking on behalf of the black community to remind Caucasian people that when you're dealing with black folks, now don't get me wrong, we're not a weak people by far. So don't read that I'm saying that we are weak. We put our minds to something, we can be very strong. So we're definitely not pushovers. I'm just saying to go to war against the majority of America who is Caucasian, we're not ready for that. Okay, that's all I want to say. We like to talk trash. So if you want to find out, we're ready to go to war, you understand how we talk, Just go play pickup basketball with some black guys, or go watch the game, and you're gonna see we like to talk. We like to talk. No matter you play football, same thing. You on the line, we talking. No matter what color you are, we telling them, I'm about to break through this line. I'm about to get your quarterback, and nothing you can do about it. I wish you would. That's what we do. That's what we do. We just like to talk. We don't want to go to civil war with you guys. I'm just telling you. We like to talk trash. We didn't do Boy Scout, and we ain't doing the military. So we lack the survival skills after about 4 days to do much damage. That's all I'm trying to say.